We're in the village of Champlain. It's the 30th of November 2024, and this is probably, well, it started during the COVID years, a parade of lights, because people couldn't go out, and the fire departments got together and decided they'd have a little parade of lights. But starting it early here on November 30th, a whole lot of people are busy. I know one of the trucks that we always look forward to every year, the St. Nicholas truck, the Roberts family, in memory of their son, they're tied up in Chazy tonight, so they're not going to be here. They'll be there tomorrow night when we do Moors. Well, we've got a couple of trucks here, and they're going to be running through the village. Does anybody know the route that we're going to be taking here? We got Sally Jarvis here who's going to talk to us, whether she likes it or not.
We go on Elm. After Elm, we turn onto Main Street. Then we turn onto Church, onto South, all the way down back to Route 11. We're circling around, and we are going to try and go through the Northern Tier senior housing, so the folks in the housing department can see the lights.
So you're going to turn in on South Street to get through there? Is that...
Nope, they'll probably come back around through 11 and then turn through.
So you got to escape, so you got to go on South Street one way or the
one
other.
way or the other, but I think they'll do that when they come back through.
Okay.
Yep, after they finish the route.
Yeah, because one of the exits is South Street, and the other is off Main Street. And we got a fellow in a red suit here. Do you know who that is?
That would be Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Well, you must have a lot of pull. Did you arrange for him to be here?
I do have a lot of pull with Santa Claus.
Do you? And you arranged for him to be here?
I did arrange for him to be here.
Wow.
All the way from the North Pole.
Wow. Santa Claus. Wow. You must get a lot of requests. I don't know how you were able to fit in Champlain.
Well, there is a lot of requests this year, Calvin. But Champlain was one of the first ones to start this parade of lights, so I make it down here every year.
All right, we appreciate that, Santa. You know, you could be up north there making toys instead you're here. So.
Yeah, we got our number one elves working on that for us. So we're here to see the kids in Champlain. Tomorrow night, the kids in Ross's Point, and
no, tomorrow night
is Moors. See how busy I am? I don't even know where I'm going to be. Then Ross's Point. And we got some elves working over for us in Chazy tonight, so I hope everybody's having a good holiday season kickoff here.
But even though you got elves in some of those locations, the main force of them are still up in the North Pole working.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, making a lot of toys, a lot of good toys this year coming out.
That's a sign of a good leader when you can delegate authority like that. And
exactly. Got a good team under me. A lot of logistics going on, making sure everything is where it needs to be. So.
All right. So did you park Rudolph in the back, or?
We did. Okay. Yeah. Rudolph's in the back, and he's the only one tonight. All the rest are resting up for the long trip.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Santa, for being here.
You're welcome.
Oh, look, we got lights shining here. We can see what Sally looks like here. There we go.
Thanks.
All right. So a few more trucks are arriving. Parade will be going shortly. It will be a brief parade this year, but a lot of effort goes into this. More trucks are arriving as we're talking here, and we'll try to catch them a couple of times along their route. The parade is about to get underway. Lots of bright lights here. We're across from the former American Legion, the building now owned by the Billow family. And a few other folks have parked there. It'll be, as we said, not a long parade this year. A lot of things going on, so we appreciate the ones who did show up. I'm pretty sure the Champlain Fire Department will be in Moors tomorrow and Rouse's Point next week, and I'm pretty sure both of them are here today. Here's the lead vehicle. We'll get them coming in two directions. It's tough to read what's on the vehicles here. And these lights like this. Nice display there. Here comes a fire truck. Not able to read which department it is. It's truck 146, whoever it is. A pickup truck, well lit here. Another fire truck coming. That's a Moore's fire truck. A Grinch on the back of that one, that truck. Truck 305, whatever department it is. And it's a lot of trucks. This is probably Rouse's Point right here, so I'm sure at least one of the trucks that went by was the Champlain Fire Department truck, maybe a couple of them, I'm sure. Merry Christmas to you. So they're heading down Elm Street. Years ago, this was Route 11 right here. 60 years ago, this was Route 11. Took you through Perry's Mills and on into Moore's, and they put that bypass in it where the shopping center was built and made it much smoother sailing. Of course, we're across from the former high school here, a place where Terry Merchant hit a baseball onto the railroad tracks back in the 60s, and sometime in the 60s, very early 70s, not quite sure when, watching a softball game, a men's softball game here, and John Castine hit one top of the roof here. If you're ever going by here, take a look at that, far away that building is, and imagine hitting a softball that far. So here they go down toward Main Street. We'll try to pick them up one more time here in this little parade here. Parade of Lights celebrating the Christmas holidays in Champlain, courtesy of the fire department, Champlain Fire Department and friends. You know, there's an obvious parade going on. People driving down, saying they're not going to stop me. I'm going to head right toward your parade. So on the corner of South Street and Church Street, and this is a Champlain Fire District truck, and another Champlain Fire District truck. We want to see if we get a spot where we could probably read them here. Don't have anything written on this one that we can see. With mowers. Another Moore's truck here with the Grinch. Temperature, I think I may have mentioned, 34 degrees. Rouse's Point. So they have a couple of trucks here. That's a Rouse's Point truck. Followed by the Rouse's Point ladder truck. Santa up on top. Merry Christmas there, Sandy. And here's the Champlain truck. Champlain Fire Department truck, and I guess that's it. There was another truck behind them when we were following down Elm Street, but that truck's probably gone on to somewhere else to handle traffic control. So that's going to wrap up our look at this year's parade. They'll be driving around for another half hour or so probably. We have another place to be, so we have to depart, but very nice little display this year. Nice turnout for the ones in the immediate area. Appreciate the fire department members going through the efforts of putting on this parade every year for the community, and they do it in just about every one of our northern tier communities. As we said, we'll be heading for Moores tomorrow evening, Rouse's Point on December 8th, and Depot Ellenberg Center on December 15th. If there's any more that we become aware of, we will be sure to include those too. So wrap it up. My thanks to those of you who support Hometown Cable, viewer-supported local television, and we feel it's our duty to cover things like this when people who give so much to the community are willing to take an even extra step here and bring a little holiday joy to the people of the North Country. Thanks for watching, and thank you, fire departments, for doing all this.